I think we're live, man. I haven't done this in so long. All right, so obviously you can see we got Chef on here, we got me on here, and I think what's kind of cool about this scenario right here is Chef doesn't have any of these 3S vehicles, so this is kind of a good like gauge on maybe, why hasn't he bought any of Arrma's 3S lines? Is it because they're too small and childish, or
I wouldn't say all that.
Well, I mean,
I've been so into the bigger stuff recently. I haven't even looked at
right.
4S stuff. I had the Max for a little bit, but then I got really bigger. I got into the bigger stuff, but I can see the wanting a 3S line because it's cheaper. And it looks like what they're stating looks like you can do some cool stuff with the 3S stuff, man. Batteries are cheaper, all that.
All of it. Everything about it is fun, and it's almost one of those things where it's also a question of at what cost, though, because there is, and this, there is a cost associated to when you want to get something that's called entry level. It's kind of like buying a Toyota Corolla or something like that. An entry level car. Actually, you know what? How about this? You remember the car called the Yugo?
No.
It was called the It was basically what it was the most cheapest car ever made. And the joke was, you go, it doesn't. And I'm not saying that Arrma is a Yugo or the 3S line is a Yugo, but everybody knows that if you want to get out there and just throw a smile on your face for real quick and less money, you buy an Arrma. And I think that's the whole point. The whole point is to give you that fun experience while keeping them in business, because that is important, especially with parts. Is part support something that everybody's having an issue with? Yeah, but that's everywhere. That's even real cars. Like even my own son works at a dealership, and they have to put cars off to the side because they can't work on them because they can't get the parts. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. What's up, Jay Boogie? I'm from Jersey too, man.
All right, so who do we got in chat? We got a couple of people. We got RC Master, Who Rock. We got Zach and Garage Life, Shroomsta, Chef Beardsley. Chef Beardsley's in chat.
I was.
We got Carlos, Dr. Hyde, Jay Boogie, Earl Moorhead, Thomas Downey Jr., Orange. What's going on, man? UDRC, what's happening? Derail 15, Fort Myers, Florida. Nice. So obviously you can see we got the infraction up here, which is the 1/8 scale, all road, smaller version of plastic, something to get you out there and, like what they're showing, ripping it in that all road scenario. Which, now I want to ask you this. Now, I already know that I will have no problem ripping one of these on a gravel junk course. Now, you have an infraction. How many times have you taken it off-road?
I haven't yet, but I want to. Right. My issue is like the pit. Absolutely, there's no way I can't run it at the pit because there's ruts and everything. But if I could find like a gravel road or a hard packed dirt, absolutely, I would take it off-road. No questions asked.
I think with this, what it does is it may give you more of the ability to care less. Do you know what I mean? Like, your infraction, it's just like, I would hate to see you destroy it. And I mean, it's inevitable. I mean, you take it on dirt. It is called an all road. You take it on dirt and you're gonna kill it. Now, what's weird about this is I'm only seeing this, I think, in a mega for for this all road infraction, which is kind of strange. So does that mean that maybe the Vendetta and this are the same platform and you can turn this into brushless?
See, that's what I was thinking too when I was looking at pictures. Does this have a different kind of tire on it, or is it like a Hoon? It looks like it has a different tread, don't it?
It does have, I haven't even, to be honest with you, I haven't even looked at any of these pictures yet. This is as new to me as it is to
Same.
you and anybody else. So there you go. So you can
Yeah,
see
they are pretty knobby.
Yeah, so basically that's a guitar, isn't it? That
Yeah,
looks like a guitar
the
tire.
tread. Yeah.
Yep. So belted, I'm thinking maybe, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's some just new tire. New rim, obviously.
I'd put like a rally car body on that thing.
Right. Right. If you can get one to go on there.
Yeah. I see
So
someone asked, I'm from
chassis
Central Jersey, guy. Sorry, go ahead.
so chassis wise, it's like literally it's Arrma's 3S line.
Yeah.
And unless the picture is flipped on this vehicle, the drivetrain is no, wait a minute. Okay, so what they did is I think they flipped the picture. So it's the same. It looks like the see, when you look at the other picture, see this picture is the normal 3S line of how it's set up. You got the motor on the passenger side with the ESC and servo, and then the battery tray on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
And then on this picture, it's reversed. But all it is just a reversed picture.
Okay.
I think. Unless for
Yeah,
some
that is
reason,
weird.
I don't know. That's kind of odd. It looks like the drive. Yeah, I don't. I can't tell, man. Yeah, all right. No, that is right. No, it is right. Never mind. I'm losing my mind. I thought that was the front of the vehicle. That's literally that is showing the other side.
So,
Never
like,
mind.
how do you feel about all the drive shafts being plastic with it being 3S?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Just because
It's a
that
slash.
right. It's that entry level of stuff. The rough part is that, having a few of these 3S line vehicles, there are certain parts that are going to wear, but it gives you that lightweight, that
Yeah.
lightweight thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Everything
can see
about
that.
it. There are people that are already taking, the Big Rock, they've got the Vortex, and they're pushing those in speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it only seems like it was inevitable for seeing that they kind of already had the platform. All they literally, what I'm seeing that they're changing is they're changing the shock towers, laying them flatter, giving them shorter stroke shocks, and then saying now it's an on-road vehicle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And they're saying this 70 out of the box.
Yeah,
Is that-
70 plus.
That's freaking nuts. I'm more interested in the Vendetta than the Infraction, which is weird because I'm more of an Infraction guy.
Right.
But I don't own an on-road car. Well, I
Right.
have the Infraction, but like nothing like a car. If that
Okay,
makes
so
any
did
kind
you
of sense.
so this is where Arrma's getting it right. You see how you just said I'm more interested in the Vendetta.
Yeah.
1/8 scale, it for less money than, like a Limitless or like what you already have.
Yeah.
And maybe something that you can beat on and not feel as bad when you crash.
Yeah,
Do
like
you know what I'm saying?
hitting a curb with like a $400 RC and an $800 RC feels a little different.
Yes, it does. That wallet in your back pocket starts heating up real fast.
So bars in town.
So it looks like two colors right now. Got that nice lime green, and then you get this blue with some green accents.
Yeah.
Kind of seems. Why is that a blue? Yeah, I guess that's a blue.
The wing is weird, but I kind of like how weird it looks in the rear.
Yeah. It's designed for speed.
Yeah.
It does look sharp. It looks like a vet. So it looks like
Yeah.
they're definitely modeling it after like a Ferrari vetish kind of looking thing. It's not bad, man. They're making the right moves.
I think it's a good entry level to on-road stuff. Like people see watch Earl or you and all this drag and going fast and stuff, and they're like, wow, like just a roller is 500, this and that, and they're like, all right, let me just test it out for 400 for a go-to little on-road car, and then if I want to go bigger later, I can. So I can see that.
And to be honest with you, I do have to say Arrma is very smart with this 3S line, because if all you're doing is changing out, I mean, we don't know anything about, you know, the arm length or anything like that. It looks like right away you can put they've already got it set up for a chassis brace from tower to tower. See that?
Yeah, I seen that.
So there's something going on, because this thing, the Infraction, does not have a brace, but it does have those little knobs or
Yeah, so
those
they actually
little
look.
bosses.
Yeah.
Let's jump back onto the Vendetta. Again, I'm really not surprised.
I do like that rear though. I don't know why. It is kind of weird block, but like I like the way it looks. It's like a weird thing.
Yep.
It kind of reminds me of an old slot car. You know, slot cars that were really blocking the back? That's what that reminds me of.
Yep. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of import day.
Yeah, yeah.
A massive rear wings. I think even Mets might like something like that.
Yeah, I think so too. What's up, Addicted?
So I think we can play this without volume.
It's on their website. I don't see why not.
Right, but I think it might be somebody's video. You know how they do that? They have somebody actually do the video. So
I like it in green.
Yeah, I do too. And that's definitely for that further away distance kind of thing.
Yeah.
I like how are they adding smoke?
Yeah.
They put a little something extra on the tires to make it smoke.
It looks like a USB port. I can agree with you with that, or an HDMI port for a TV in the rear. Super
70 miles an hour out of the box, though. Are you kidding me?
That's pretty impressive on a 3S little truck car like that. That would be sick.
What's cool is when you see the lineup of the cars.
Do you think that was on purpose? What he just did, how he grinded that side.
Oh God, can you imagine how many
times had to be
a
mistake.
They can block that?
Yeah, like they're like, oh, that looks cool. We're gonna leave that in. Like, you know for a fact.
Dude, I mean, if you even look at the skate park, you can see the black lines everywhere.
Yeah. I think it's cool that they had that on a dirt track too.
It looks weird though. It's a Corvette, 100%. Corvette on a dirt track.
You know what that kind of looks like right there when it's dirty like that? It looks like the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Right.
Like when it went to the second one, I think, when it went to Cowboy Times. Oh, third time.
Mitchell, what's going on, guy? Mitchell's here. I
What's
don't know
up,
who
dude?
that guy is anymore.
How you doing, Mitchell? How's everything going, buddy?
Mitchell's, if anybody's wondering what has happened to Mitchell's YouTube channel, it is basically because he is rebuilding his whole house.
Literally.
Oh my God. I would not want to be him.
No.
Holy smokes, man. That is rough. Good to see you. ERRC, what's going on? 720S styling, right? Bars and Tall, what's going on, guy?
Looks like some Knight Rider stuff. Yeah.
Right.
It's definitely intriguing. Like I said, I find this more intriguing than the Infraction, which is weird because I'm normally that style guy.
What this is going to do is it's going to get those people that want the fast cars. And don't forget, Earl Moorhead is doing another limitless, custom limitless giveaway, but he's got to reach 15K. So as soon as he reaches that 15K, which should be today, as soon as he reaches that 15K, he's going to give away another limitless. So keep that in mind.
The Red Cat EXT, that does look pretty cool. It's extended and all that, but
matte gloss effect.
So is that cut out above the tire?
Yeah, it's a cutout.
Rub.
Probably. Stops the rubbing issues.
Yeah, so like it's gonna make a hole anyway, so just let's make a hole.
There you go. raise it up, make it a hole. That's I like that. It's gonna make a hole anyway. So, oh, that windows look cool like that. That
Yeah.
looks cool.
It does.
Yep.
You're more
Part of the
excited for the Vendetta?
all
Yeah.
road family. So there's your HDMI port on the back there.
Yeah. It does look funny when they ran it on dirt though. Like the
Right.
infraction looked like it should be on dirt. That looks like they messed up and they had to turn around.
Yeah, it flew off the track,
Mhm.
and they're like, "Oh, just go with it." So, oh, it looks like it has two downforce wings
Oh,
in the
nice.
back for that car, so you can tune it. Wow, it's pretty.
I'm sure Earl will have one of those going 100 in no time.
Well, I joked with Earl this morning. I'm like, guy, they just dropped a new Vendetta. It's 3S. It comes in all the Traxxas colors for the drag slash. Well, you know how Earl is. He has to buy one of all of them.
Yeah.
So he's like calculating it up. Ching, ching. The hobby shop is like, yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna make some money. I am interested though. I am really interested in knowing why that brace is there. Is that for something future? Because they don't just do something like that and
Yeah.
then just, you know what I mean? And it even looks like it's got a little set screw to lock it down.
Mhm.
So,
They
man.
definitely have something in the works.
And then the question is, if this is exactly what the 3S line is, meaning if this is a big rock chassis, which I don't know, can it be? Would this be a total redesign? Because they are calling this a 1/8 scale, where the regular 3S line that we all know is 1/10 scale. So
Mhm.
what about the new Infraction and Vendetta is actually that 1/8 scale? Do you know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah, I know what
Are
you're
they
saying.
just playing with the numbers? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Huh.
Because when you see the lineup right here, I mean, granted the Infraction right here, this one, that one definitely does look smaller.
Oh yeah.
But when you look at the Vendetta, I don't know, man. It looks so close in size to the 7th scale.
It does.
So you could definitely see it. There is definitely an in-between on that.
I was hoping that they'd make a Typhon 5th scale, an 8S Typhon.
Yeah.
But this is
Well,
cool, man.
I think a lot of people were really hoping for kind of a this, but in that real scale. Maybe they're just like prepping it. Maybe they just, you know,
Yeah.
with all the excuse issues of still, you know, the coronavirus and all that stuff still happening, still killing everything, still blocking, you know, everything, ruining
Yeah.
part supply, ruining shipping stuff, just
Oh yeah, it
crazy.
100% is.
But that is a sharp shot right there.
What's the price on them? I can't find the price. What is it, 400, right? Or 5?
Let's see.
Yeah, I want to see if I can find it.
I don't think there's anything right now that gives you a button to press.
All right, I'll see if I can find it real quick.
I forget. I'm not set up for that. So let's go into specs here. So the Mega will obviously be something that's lesser expensive for somebody to get into. Not sure if that's the best route.
$449 for the Vendetta. So 450.
That's about right, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
It really is.
I'm not worried. I'm not. That didn't make me go, oh my god. So
Right. And if it really is the same exact platform, just in two different bodies, buy the off-road set of wheels, buy the off-road set of wheels and the body that goes with it, and hopefully everything would. Then you've got an infraction.
I'm just curious to see if they did what they did with the Felony and the Infraction V2. Like they had to change the gearing in the rear because on the Felony it has bigger tires and stuff. So I don't know, like, is there something like that they did? Because the Felony and the Infraction have the same chassis and stuff, but they did change the tires, so they had to change the gearing in the rear. So I wonder if that's the case with this.
So that, as far as I'm aware, though, it's actually both differentials, the front and rear, are changed.
Yeah.
Because people were swapping out, I think, to the front differential gears to put in their infractions and limitlesses, because I think the gearing was off. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've even looked into that.
For plastic diffs, it's overpriced. Are the diffs plastic?
Pretty sure it is. I mean, if it's the 3S line, why wouldn't it be? Everything about this thing should be plastic.
Yeah.
So let's see. We can go into the exploded view. Which,
good morning, CSL. How you doing, Kevin? What's up, man?
PDF.
Jay Boogie, do you go to the Jackson Pit to bash? You say you were in South Jersey. Sorry, guy.
Yeah, it's all the plastic stuff. Yeah, everything's plastic, and
so maybe that brace that you were looking at, maybe they're gonna do like a roller, an all option roller, because you know they're gonna have upgrade parts for this. So maybe they're going to do an all-option roller.
Don't even give them an idea. Don't give Arrma any ideas about EXB and these things.
That's what they're going to. I bet you that's what they're going to do. They're going to release the chassis brace, and then they're going to be like, "Look, we have an all-option roller." And it's
all right. You heard it here first. Chef Beardsley is under the assumption that they're going to come out with an EXB version of both of these because they have a provision for the EXB chassis brace.
Yeah, dude, they're ready to go. I'm telling you. Calling it right now.
Just jump into option pots just to see if that brace is something that is there. So got a couple of. So that looks like it's just the body. Clear body.
You do. You do not, but yeah, dude, you gotta check it out, Jay Boogie. If you want to see what it's like, I have a few videos there. I'm actually going there today after this.
So I'm not seeing anything about a wing. I mean, not a wing. I'm not seeing anything about a chassis brace. So that could be just. That could be just. Oh no.
Jeffrey Earl is the man, dude.
I gotta look something up real quick. I have a suspicion about something. I want to confirm before I sound like an idiot and go.
I do it all the time on my lives. It's fine.
No, I don't want to do that. I'm already one enough. I'm thinking something in my head, and I just don't want to say it until I just check one thing.
Close to 30 minutes from Cape May. All right. They are 14 millimeter hacks. Monster Jam, what's up, dude?
Oh man. So I really confirmed it really quick. Kinda. So what about this is we don't know, right? Okay, so maybe if we go into specifications right here.
Adam, they're 450.
I just want to pop on. You know what's funny is You can see my search thing. You can see I said Arrma Sentin, Arrma RC. Tell me about the Arrma Sentin, right? You can see I asked a whole bunch of things. The weirdest thing happened. I said Google Arrma Sentin, right? When I said that, it gave me a description about the Arrma Sentin that was so damn good. I wanted to record it because it basically read whatever it was that it pulled up, which it doesn't show you. It read what it was. And I thought that was just odd because every single time that I did it after that, it didn't show up again. It only did it once, which was weird. I probably spent like 10 minutes trying to get it to redo it.
Trying to recreate it.
Yeah. All right. So I just wanted to check something. I just got to pull up the Big Rock only because I know the Arrma Sentin and the Big Rock share stuff. So I wanted to, let's see.
Vito's Unreal RC out in Jersey too is really good. That's where I go
Specs
for Arrma stuff.
So length, wheelbase 327. It's a longer wheelbase.
Okay.
335 to 335 for both of these, obviously these vehicles, and then for the Big Rock, it's 327. So that makes me now want to go check Arrma's 4S line because I want to see what the wheelbase is, just out of curiosity.
I see somebody said it was overpriced for all plastic, but honestly, for $450 for what you're getting, I don't think it's that bad. If it does what they claim.
Okay, I just picked the wrong one. I got to pick the Kraton, not the short wheelbase. Of course, I picked the wrong one. I picked the short wheelbase truck. Just pick this just because I'm curious.
Yeah, I go to Hobbytown sometimes. It's like a 40-minute drive for me, J Boogie.
327. Here's my, all right, here's what I'm thinking. So now that I just checked that, didn't really confirm anything, because it's got the chassis brace, is this what Arrma is going to base their 4S line? Like, are we literally looking at the longer chassis for the 4S line?
Yeah, you might be.
Is that a possibility?
Mm-hmm. Someone said check the wheelbase of the Mega Infraction compared to the Vendetta.
That's what I'm going to check right now, but I lost the stupid. I lost the thing. I haven't done this in a long time. You're going to bear with me here. We got some conspiracy theories going on here. So 3S. So what'd they say to check?
The
new
length versus the two new ones. Thomas Downey Jr. So you should be close to the pit then.
In Mega. So we'll jump onto this one.
Earl said Arrma's smart. Release the cheaper version first. Get people to buy both.
335. 335.
Yeah, so it's the same.
That's what I'm wondering. I think this is what I wanted to say. Now, like what you had said, the chassis brace is going to be an EXB version. I fully believe right now what they are going to do is we're looking at the chassis, I think, of the 4S line that's coming. Because everybody's been, where's the 4S line? Where's the 4S line? And I think them upscaling this is maybe that next jump.
Yeah, I think they're going to go 3, then 4. Let's
slightly bigger.
Mike Metz, what's up, buddy? We were just talking about you a little while ago.
I'd actually like to see that. You know that?
I would too, honestly.
I would like to see that. So that's just a guess. Conspiracy theory guess. Which end did that come out of?
I had to blow my nose.
Oh, sure. You mute blowing your nose on your stream. Nice.
No, but I forgot I could do it on here. I'm so used to having my thing.
It doesn't matter. Do you realize in my videos, I've actually edited out my coughs?
Oh, really?
I left one of them in, but I
It's this time of year in the morning, man, I'm congested.
It's just weird. You know what I mean? It's like people don't want to hear you coughing. You know, it's like, oh, all right. I'm guessing that's what we're seeing. Arrma doesn't do that for nothing. That's probably going to be the brace that's for, like what you said, an optional upgrade to stiffen it up.
What's up, Tony?
And then my guess is we're probably seeing, because it's a longer wheelbase, we're probably seeing, I hope, a 4S like thing happening at some point soon.
I can see that, yeah. For sure. Tony said conspiracy. I'm listening.
So he's always listening.
Oh yeah. But it's definitely intriguing. Like I said, I definitely like I'm leaning towards more to the Vendetta.
And that's what Arrma wants to hear. Exactly what you said. You don't have any 3S anything, do you?
Nope. I have everything 6S and up.
And then what you just said, Arrma made the right choice by doing this, because now you're like, oh, I wouldn't. That's not bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, what are they getting for the Vortex?
Just to dip my toes in the water. You know what I mean?
I forget how much the Vortex is. How much is the Vortex?
Carlos, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, got it. If I go to the devil, they'll show me. The Vortex is what, 60 plus or 50 plus? I forget.
I don't remember off the top of my head. Crutch. Yeah, we talked about that for a second. It's the new Kaiju is definitely interesting with its extended chassis and whatnot. I know Tony from CCXRC was talking about it in his live the other night.
So the Vortex, I think the Vortex came out at what, $469, and now it's $399.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm telling you, this is a setup for the 4S line. It's got to be.
I can see that. It makes complete sense.
It's more money. It's a bigger vehicle. It's just, I think that's what it is. I think this is a setup for the 4S. Dump 3S into it. Give us this. Give us a cheaper version so you can rip it, off-road with an infraction-ish looking thing, and then give you, an on-road speed car at 70 plus miles an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, people have taken the Vortex. Like, you got Phil Jolly. He's taken the Vortex. I think he's got the thing up to, I don't know if he's got the Vortex over 100 yet. He might, but that's a Vortex going. I think he had it. The last I thought I saw was like 96, 97, 98 for a Vortex. That's what?
Yeah, it's insane.
And then you've got this where out of the box, they're saying, well, scrap the Vortex because that's off-road. This is on-road. You're going to go 70 plus out of the box with this 1/8 scale Vendetta. And that only means over 100 at some point.
Oh, yeah. I'm waiting for Arrma to have the fastest ready-to-run on-road car because they're always pushing like more on-road stuff. So like Traxxas still has that with their RTR. What is it?
X01.
Yeah, the X01 is like the fastest RTR out of the box 100-mile-an-hour car. So I think Arrma's gonna launch it soon. They have this coming out at 70. So I think Arrma's gonna be like, what, fastest RTR right here, 101. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah, right there. Earl saying Metal Gear should interchange for sure.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there'll be an option for that. Kevin says that the part number is the same as the Kraton and Big Rock for the chassis.
Something that I've come across before, and I'm not saying that Kevin's wrong in any way, so don't think I'm like trying to call you out or anything, but on a release like this, because it's fresh and brand new, I've come across where part numbers aren't
They're just placeholders.
exactly correct.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he might be 100% right, you know, but I have come across where when something's a fresh drop like this, that part numbers still are like catching up. So he could be right, but I don't know. I'm just saying, I think we're looking at possibly, you know, the 4S or whatever, a little like
Snippet.
look into it a little bit. Why wouldn't they have the chassis brakes listed as an option part already?
Yeah, it's true.
So
Master said he figured it out himself. We can buy a Vendetta and buy the infraction wheels and body.
there you go. I'm sure there's a little bit more involved, but
yeah. Well, because the Vendetta is brushless, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, Traxxas has the patience for having a fastest speed production car. Yeah, it's definitely. Are you thinking about getting one?
Who?
You.
We're on live. I gotta be careful what I say.
Yeah. All right.
My wife right now is going, what?
She's just ear to the door.
She's at work right now. She's got her phone going, you better not say you're getting this.
Well, we all know Earl's getting both.
Well, Earl's getting 4 of them because
Yeah.
there's 2 colors in each. So
yeah,
we already know Earl's getting 4. So that's 4 gone.
It probably won't fit because of
I like what Earl said right here. He said, we need to go sneak over to CCXRC's house for the spy photos because he's already got them.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Tony's already got these. So if anybody wants to know anything, jump over to Tony's channel and start, you know, hammering them, going, all right, where's the photos? We know you got it. RC guy said,
you had it like 2 weeks ago. We know you did.
Well, when I was flying my drone past Tony's backyard, I got to look inside his windows in the back. He was like starstruck when he looked out his slider and he saw like this drone just going by, and I'm just like, hey, what's going on, guy?
Trying to get some inside information.
Yeah. See, Tony always says I don't have it.
Don't have it. I don't
And then
know
all
what's
of a sudden,
coming out, guys.
magically, he's got like 30 videos all set up.
I don't know what's coming out, guys. And then, oh yeah, I had this for 2 weeks.
Right.
No, I like Tony though. Just messing with you.
Well, he has to do that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He has to say I don't have it. You know.
But no,
he's saying I already posted a video of it.
He said I'd have posted a video already.
That's funny.
Dude, Traxxas only one X Max 2 RX. Traxxas needs to do something. Traxxas is the only people not producing on. Freaking HPI is releasing 2 new Savages. Like, where's Traxxas at?
So, but hasn't Traxxas always kind of played it safe that way to where, you know, again, I always reference Earl because, you know, we have a tendency to have some, you know, communication, but, you know, with all these, you know, companies not being able to give us parts, Traxxas is still able to give us parts, which is crazy. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Tony says that we're thinking of RC Sailors and Mark Santa Maria.
Oh, yeah. It took me a second. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I gotta say, so the Mark Santa Maria guy. No, wait a minute. That's not the same guy. You know what's funny? I get these two confused all the time. So there's this they're called the RC Kiwis, and then the Mark Santa Maria guy. I get them confused because they look like they're brothers or something. But there is a forget who makes it. It's a DBX07, which was brought to my attention by Paul Clancy. I had said that I am looking for a 7th scale like DB Pro. I really wanted LOSI. I want the in between We've got the DB Pro, which is 110. We got the DBXLE, which is, you know, well, I'm not too big, but it's massive. If there was an in between, like a 7th scale, I know it's only, you know, 1 scale down or whatever. I just wish there was some kind of a bigger one of those, but not so big that it's the DBXLE, because the thing is a tank, man. I mean, I love it, but
what's up, Nitro Freak?
I take it out that much less just because it's so massive. It's just
it's cumbersome.
It is. And I'm not trying to be, you know, a wine bag about it. It is a great machine. It's just it's a workout.
Yeah, no, I got you. It makes sense.
You know?
Like today, I'm taking out my Kraken. That's a 5th scale 2-stroke with a 45cc engine in it. All
have you weighed that?
I put KGM sent me the 45 to test. I put it in. I ran it behind my house, did some donuts with it. A tire fell off, and I haven't ran it since because I've been super busy. But I put blue Loctite on the wheel nuts, so they shouldn't come off anymore. I loaded that up. I'm bringing my Revo 3.3 just because I need to run that Revo. I love that truck. It's just been too long. So after this, I'm going to run it, go to the pit, and I'm going to try to air out the Kraken. I don't know if I'm going to go complete Chef Beardsley and just go to the moon with it, but I'm going to slowly lean into it and see how she starts flying.
Do you have like a guesstimate on what that thing weighs?
At least 30, a little over 30, I think. Because it's heavy. My Kraken is heavy, but even with the 30.5 in it, dude, that thing rips, man. And I think that extra weight of that 2-stroke, that Kraken over the pit, because you see my videos, like even with the Outcast, that's a heavy truck, but it bounces a lot. Like this just soaks it up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it just rips. I can go full bore across that field and not worry about it flipping over on itself.
Well, that's a very purpose-built high-end vehicle. That's also the difference. That's a difference right there.
Yeah, it's just the way it's built.
Right. That's what I consider high-end.
Nitro Free said 43 pounds. He says he bets it's probably as much as his Baja Max T. So yeah, I can see that. My DBXL is pretty heavy too. That 2-stroke.
My electric DBXLE, that thing is 32 pounds with batteries.
Yeah, but it's just that's why this is kind of cool. Like the 30, I don't have anything that small. The only smaller trucks I have is the TLR tuned Typhon and like my smaller nitros. So definitely be cool to get something like 3S because like cheaper in the long run with batteries and all that stuff.
Right. Tony was just saying that they did send him a couple of things, which obviously I remember they sent him that mega Typhon. And then he pretty sure within a short period of time, he turned it into brushless and then annihilated the gear because it couldn't take the abuse. So he did convert his Typhon, which was a mega, into brushless. If you haven't seen that video, go over to Tony's channel. If you're interested on seeing, you know, what he did with that and the issues that he came across. So
yeah. Jay Boogie, yeah, I always send stuff, dude. I send everything. I set my 2-stroke DBXL, and I've never seen anybody jump a 2-stroke like I did. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna see what happens. She held up.
I don't know if too many people send their DBXLE like I have. I mean, I know Earl has done pretty good at Big Bertha, but man, I'm telling you,
there's only a few people that like a lot of the Fisco stuff. It's just like open field and like little jumps. Like nobody's like actually airing them out. Very few people. So it's definitely it's nice to see.
You have to, because you need to see what it can do.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way you're gonna know is to have somebody actually do it.
Yeah.
And with Chef, what's great with Chef right now, because he's been pulling a lot of overtime.
Yeah, I can replace.
He's got the money to be able to go ahead and do that.
Replace some parts.
As a matter of fact, I'm surprised Chef is awake right now with how much overtime he does.
Dude, I was up at 6 this morning, man. I went out and started charging up the receiver packs and all that stuff. So pumped. Can't wait to get it out. I feel bad because Kid James sent that a while ago. I just haven't had a chance to get it out there. But he's been understandable, so. A lot of people don't air them because they're heavy and will break stuff. Well, we'll see. My DBXL held up fine.
You know, I'm sorry to say it. They really did make the right decision on doing this. They really did.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
At least they're giving the Vendetta, you know, because it's the brushless. They are giving it a 100 amp ESC Spectrum's, you know, smart firmer thing there, which is 2 and 3S compatible, which it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I would definitely go that
I think
route.
it was smart. I definitely think it was smart of them. And like I said, I do somehow believe this is just going to be a stepping stone to. I gotta somehow confirm that chassis thing though. That's who said that?
I don't. Kevin.
That. Kevin. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
We can look at the exploded views, but like you said, sometimes his part numbers change. Just like it's a
right.
old.
And that is what happened with
temporary.
me initially. Was one of these drops. We started like looking at part numbers. I think it was the arms. I think it was the arms for
the EXB, wasn't it?
It might have been. And then some part number wasn't this. It was the same part number, but a revised piece or something like that. Something like that.
Yeah,
I think
like
what
they
did is
stopped making that version, but they just replaced that part with that, but same number.
Right. They revised it. They turned it into an EXB arm by revising it and just keeping the same part number or something like that.
Yeah. It's because you couldn't get the stock arm anymore. They just redid it.
Right.
Does the Arrma Vendetta need a speed gear? I'm sure. Like, does it come with 2 gears?
I do not know. I didn't see that.
Because I know sometimes it's like with provided speed gear, you know.
Right. So you got lower shock towers front and rear, sculptured all-road front bumper, front and rear sway bars. That's pretty cool. You got look at those shocks. Look at how short of a stroke those shocks are.
Dude, I'm so used, like, just picking up my Revo 3.3 today. I'm so used to fist scales. I'm like, this thing feels like nothing. I remember when this thing was big when I first got it.
So, not metal hexes, which is normal.
Mm-hmm.
Not seeing anything yet.
Well, they're claiming 70 miles an hour, Brandon, but we're not sure if it comes with like a speed gear like the Infraction does or what.
Not seeing anything. Maybe if I go into standard parts. Usually if you go into standard parts, they will list what the parts are. There are 2 pinions there. In the standard parts, there is an ARA 311-009 and then an ARA 311-003. So they got a 20 tooth and a 26 tooth. And that may be saying
I can see them coming with both because they're showing it on dirt, but when they provide a speed gear, they're like, this is just for runs on asphalt and stuff. So I think they might come with both. Don't quote me on that. I'm not saying it does.
Well, no, you're making total sense because you're making total sense.
Because they don't want you to light your ESCs on fire like someone did.
I don't know who that guy is.
Might have been me. It's hanging up here on the wall. Still.
Literally says it right in the instructions. Do not run after run. And Chef's just like, row.
Dude, in my defense, it was a cool video. So
yeah, it was. And Horizon did do right by you, which was
100%. And I even offered to send pictures and video and stuff, and he was like, "No, dude, don't worry about it. We'll send you that tomorrow."
So, I might as well say it now. Where is it now?
Traxxas House is overpriced. Is that a Granite or Typhon chassis? We're not 100% sure.
Is what a Granite chassis?
No. Thomas, doing good, man. How are you?
Somebody was saying something about a Granite chassis.
Yeah, they said, is that the Granite or Typhon chassis?
Well, let's see. Kevin. All right, so Kevin is saying 26 tooth optional gearing.
Okay.
So, I mean, like I said, when you go into standard parts in the resources tab, it does give the two pinions. So that would kind of make sense. It being a speed car, that's what would happen.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, standard parts, go into chassis. Because he was saying that the part number, and he would have got it literally off of here, I'm assuming. So the part number should be the same between this and like the Big Rock and the Sentin, which, did I not see the chassis?
I didn't see the chassis when you were scrolling.
Oh, there it is.
There it is, yeah.
So let's see. Big Rock, Infraction, Sentin, Typhon, Vendetta.
Huh.
So it's the same chassis. So what gave it a longer wheelbase? What's giving it a longer wheelbase?
Bulkheads and stuff, maybe? I don't know. How much longer is it? Is it that much longer? I forget what you said.
By, what is it, like 30 millimeters or 20 millimeters?
Oh, that's quite a difference then. A fifth
A
scale Typhon? I really hope so. That'd be sick.
Here. I always glaze over Horizon Hobby. All right, so what are we looking at? Well, I don't even know why I was going into here now. I forgot.
What the difference in length was again?
Right. Okay, so basically it's this same exact thing. So we got 335 for a wheelbase versus I said Big Rock. So I know it's right there, but I want the bigger picture. And the reason why I go to this is just because it's a bigger picture. So 327. All right, so it's only a couple of millimeters, but how are they getting that? So it's the arms that kicked forward somehow?
Maybe the arms, maybe a different way that the bulkheads are built. I don't know.
I'm assuming it would have to be the angle of the arms. Maybe the arms are just kicked forward, kicked back or something like that.
Yeah.
Giving it just that longer wheelbase.
Yeah, we know the Vendetta Infraction wheelbase are the same. We're talking about, since it's using the same chassis, how is it a little longer?
Right. So looking up the arms. So front suspension arms, and that is, I'm in the right thing, right?
Yeah, I don't think the price is bad either, Mitchell's, for just getting your feet wet with 450 out of the box 70. Yeah, you got your plastic gears and stuff.
All right.
But
so it is just listing the Infraction and Vendetta for these arms. It's not saying that they are compatible with anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So the assumption is they must have changed it to give them that longer wheelbase. That's got to be that. It's got to be that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because I don't have, somebody would probably already know. Somebody would probably already know this. The Arrma 4S line, which is non-existent right now. I wanted to see.
Andrew, if you're in the live and you're trying to join the Facebook group, you have to answer the rest of the questions if you're here.
Same exact stuff, man. So there's the chassis. There's the chassis brace right there.
Mm-hmm. I think I'd put it on there, honestly.
So that's what it is. So I'm guessing now, I don't know, man. So what did they do? So this has got to be the 4S. This is I'm just saying it. This is the 4S. Like, everybody's been asking for it. Here's what the 4S is going to be. I bet this is just literally just the 2 drops before they start doing everything else for 4S.
Because they've been working on the 4S line for a while now, haven't they?
Yeah, like 2 years. Well, 2 years that we heard about it from Jason. And then obviously with all the stuff that's been happening, the delays and all that junk.
Yeah.
At least it's coming with a kind of decent radio, Spektrum DX3. Not that thing that I've got. That's that thing that I got with the Typhon. That thing's it's great for a small hand, and if you want to drive it one-handed, and it's fine, it works, but I don't know, man. Does anybody have any idea what the delay difference is between
That makes sense, Kevin.
the two radios?
I have no idea. So the new arms don't have a narrower track width.
Why would the body hit?
Yeah, because the tower.
On which one? It looks like they're tucked below the towers.
Yeah, they definitely are. Now that I'm looking at it.
Where's that picture? Oh, so you get the picture pulled up too?
No, I'm just looking at the screen that you're looking at. Yeah, because they're definitely tucked down.
I think the infraction gives a better chassis look. Yeah, right there. Yeah, it's definitely tucked down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might be able to then.
I don't see why you wouldn't be able to, because
look at where the body post
right
would be. Because
right.
there's a body post.
Yeah. I think you're fine.
Yeah, I think it'll fit too, actually.
Yep.
Maybe loosen stuff out to keep the price down.
RC Master right here is like, I'm answering all your questions, but nobody's looking. It's hard to
I'm trying to keep up with you guys. Don't worry.
I haven't done one of these in a long time. I forget what it's all about.
Yeah, Mitchell, that's what I was thinking. I was telling Guy, I was like, that chassis brace and stuff, watch, they're going to release
we already heard it.
The roller.
Chef said EXB roller version.
Yep. Because they're going to be, look, it's going to come with metal discs. It comes with the chassis brace. You can add your own electronics and you're good to go.
It's going to come with diffs you can't get for 6 months.
Yeah. What's your price on the $450, bud.
Actually, the diff cup that you just broke on your EXB Kraton, that's the little one.
Yeah, little guy.
What did was stock, right?
Yeah.
And you upgraded, or you?
No, I just replaced it with
stock?
the same diff cup. Yeah.
Was it deserved breakage?
Yeah, well, you see me snap that chassis first run.
Right.
And I wasn't kind of that after. I put an M2C on it and still beat the snot out of it, and it's taken horrible hits. So like, I think I finally bent one drive shaft on it, and I think once the drive shaft bent, it probably kinked up into the cup, and when it hit, it finally just popped the one side of the cup out. So I'm not really. I think it was justified. I beat the snot out of that truck.
I'm not trying to just key on the Vendetta, but the Vendetta is brushless, so that just is the one that like you would like want to gravitate to, and not maybe just because.
Yeah.
But honestly, for that,
I'd probably. Sorry, I'd probably end up getting the infraction tires for it just to run it off road. Just because it would look funny, but
right. Or vice versa, you get the on-road tires to throw it on the infraction to do on-road stuff.
Exactly. And Tony said it is an optional opinion included. He must have opened his box and found out.
He just opened his box right now to confirm. We just. See, he blew it. He blew it. That's it. All right. Everybody knows Tony's got it because he just opened his box and he found out. Reason why is because he's already been doing speed runs.
All right, Jay Boogie, man. You take it easy.
Jay Boogie, see you later, man.
Mitchell said, Maddie, you can mess one of those up. Yeah, dude.
Kevin, yes and no. Everything has been readjusted, and everybody knows this. You know this too, Kevin, that everything is getting a price enhancement, I'll say it. The only thing that doesn't seem to be getting enhanced is our pay.
Yeah.
Everything else is getting enhanced, but what we are making isn't getting enhanced. So unless you're doing overtime.
Yeah.
But that still gets kicking your butt.
It does. Colors for speed runs, dark body for bashing. Yeah, I can see that. Light color for speed runs.
Right.
Easier to see and all that stuff.
I'm not, Earl was saying he's not too thrilled with the color choices that they did for these. They look like it looks like an odd kind of color mixture.
It looks like a toy. Like most of the time they look mean, like the infraction I have up here. They look mean. This looks toy.
It does. And I think the Vortex and the Typhon kind of threw everybody into that weird color scheme mix to where even for myself, when I went to get the Vortex, I got the pink and purple one because it actually looked better than the other colors that they had. And that was, I think, the first time that I picked an RC based on its color. I mean, because it didn't matter. It doesn't matter.
At the end of the day, your body's going to get beat up.
So. Still a vehicle. It's going to get mangled.
Mm-hmm.
But these colors, like the black and the gold on that infraction is nice, but the baby blue, it doesn't look right.
Yeah, they should have went like with the old school color schemes. Like even the 2.0s are cool with the flag kind of design on it.
Right.
Honestly, I think the really awesome looking one is the original infraction, the brown one, because it looks like an old school race truck. You know what I mean?
Right.
These, like I said, looks like more like a toy. Obviously, it's still a toy. It's an RC, but yeah, I agree with you. And Tony said it's his least favorite armor body design yet. I agree with you. It's weird, man.
Yeah, it definitely has an odd color that actually it looks like almost like a green, not a baby blue. So it's like, what's that, aqua?
Yeah, it's probably aqua. Yes, I think that's what it is.
Oh, here's a bigger shot of those tires. Yeah, look at those guitars.
Yeah.
That actually does look nice.
Yeah, I definitely like the tires. I got the purple Vortex body for my Granite. Nice, dude. Someone said it should be the same body design as the V2 infractions. Mate, I don't know if this should be the same colors because they kind of want to differentiate from 3S to 6S and all that. But styling, yeah, I agree with you. They should have kind of went more in that direction. But let's dirt over race those tires. Yeah, dude. Tell you, that'd be sick.
That is sharp.
It is. Like that. I kind of want the green one.
I wouldn't mind having that sitting in my driveway, like a real scale.
Yeah, right.
Even in that color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, funny. Well, Metal Gear Servo too.
Oh, wow.
That's nice. So you're paying for it.
What's the speed on the infraction?
I think was it 50? I didn't list it. Let's see.
Are they really claiming 70 plus? I know 70 plus for the Vendetta.
For brushed?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. For brush, I don't think so.
I don't see it there.
I've been known to be wrong, though. It's mega, so 30 plus, people are saying.
Bumped it up to 60. We bumped it to 60. What? They're including it in the 70 miles per hour?
No.
How come? Did I miss it?
You might not
see it. Maybe it's 80?
Yeah.
30?
That's what I'm thinking.
30.
Said 30. Yeah,
30. Yeah. So 30.
Yeah, Mass Master said it. Once again, answering our questions.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I think the Vendetta is the better option. Just to go to an infraction if you want, because you got the brushless, you got all that. Tires and a body, and you're good to go.
But I get, I get why they've, just like with the when Tony had that mega Typhon, I would kind of, was kind of set back a little bit. It was like, geez. And I did honestly think to myself, why didn't they send him the brushless version? Why send him the mega? They should be sending the mega to the RC sailors. That's literally what my mind said. I said the RC sailors should be having the mega. Tony should at least have the brushless version.
Yeah, I thought the same thing when he said it was brushed. I was like, that's weird.
Yep. So
what's
there you
up,
go,
crazy
Tony.
driver?
There you go, Tony. That was for you. But that is what I thought. I thought it was odd.
The Vendetta dark blue is perfect for people not wanting a big scale infraction or felony. Yeah, I agree with you. It's definitely, you'll have more options to run at places, even though 70 miles an hour is no joke. You're still going to need quite a bit of room. But
that green, though.
The green is sick, dude. I'm not sure how I feel about them pre-cutting the holes for the tires, though, in the body.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're like, oh, it's going to rub and make a hole, so we're just going to cut them off. And like, I'd rather it rub and make a hole,
Right. Actually, who does the styling like that? Is it, I think Earl said what this was more modeled after. Because, I'm talking basic. I'm not, I'm saying Corvette Ferrari that's got the lines.
Yeah.
It's got the lines of it. But it's definitely modeled after something else that I'm just not aware of. Right, a supercar. Right.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I can't think of it either. Definitely gonna be sick, though. Definitely gonna be cool.
Oh, see? Oh, we got it right here. Everybody screenshot this. Tony's admitting that he lies.
That they sent to Italian. And
Quick, everybody screenshot it.
I lied. Okay, so they have been a few.
I'm screenshotting it right now. I lie.
I always think it's crazy, like when I'm doing a live and Tony hops in, like because I've been watching Tony since before I started doing YouTube things,
right?
And it's just he was always like cool to watch, and then just him coming in here and chatting with us and stuff. I know it sounds dorky, but like you're like, oh wow, like Tony's here. You know what I mean?
Well, we already know. Remember what Metz called Tony the first time Tony jumped into one of our lives? He was our
I can't remember.
Our movie star, or what the heck did he call him?
Not the professional.
I forget what he called him.
Pro. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
Metz would remember if Metz was listening.
Yeah.
Metz may have taken off.
Yeah, he might have. He's a busy man.
Something like he was like our movie star or something like that.
Yeah.
Celebrity.
Yeah, the celebrity. Yeah.
Tony's got it, the celebrity. Yeah. See, for us lowly people, we don't even know those words.
Yeah.
They're like peasants.
This guy in his shed. That's all I am.
This guy in his shed and this guy in his dining room, which my wife hates this right here.
Dude,
it's like, are we ever going to have the dining room table back? And I'm like, well, why? We don't invite anybody over anymore.
I like when you use the little dish plates, like legit plates when she's not home.
Oh, right. Oh, and the one time I broke one. Oh, that was bad.
Celebrity appearance, yeah. That's cool. But yeah, it's definitely going to be on my list for sure.
Well, even Thomas Downey Jr. here, nobody realizes this. This is Iron Man.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks I'm joking. This is Iron Man. He's actually into RC.
This RC brushes. The Vendetta's brushless. The Infraction is brushed.
Right. So it's a 570 mega, 1/8 scale Infraction 4x4 street bash 3S. Well, no, not 3S. Sorry. Nickel metal hydride or whatever the heck you call it. Can you run this thing on a lipo pack? I think you can, right?
If I got one, I would see what happens.
Yeah, but wouldn't it have like a little thing that you can make it so that you can do that?
Kind of looks
because all it is just a power source. It's just a power source. You know what I mean? It's positive and negative. But I think they showed it just with a. I think they showed this with a hump pack.
Yeah, it does. It did in the chassis shot. It has a hump pack in there.
Right. Where was that? Yeah, right there. So that's just showing its meganess. Somebody can scan that QR code.
Yeah.
That's
You
funny,
like
I've
what
never
you're
done that.
seeing? What do
Can
you
I
fellas think?
scan?
I'm more leaning to the Vendetta just because of the brushless and all that stuff. But they're definitely cool. And we were saying for the price to just get your feet wet and kind of like the speed kind of place is definitely kind of cool.
Right.
Yes, you need to be on lipo mode. Someone said.
All right, so there is a
Infraction
setting.
controller.
I don't have any of those ones, so obviously there is a setting.
See you, Dr. Hyde. I think that Arrma, like all others, should focus on their price, which keeps increasing. But it's the nature of the beast right now, dude. With the shipping and all the stuff that's going on right now, like, yeah, it sucks it gets passed down to us as consumers. But where I work, I'm a meat cutter. Meat prices are ridiculously high right now. And it gets passed over to the customer because we can't afford to keep the doors open unless we charge more. You know what I mean? So it's true everywhere. It's not just the RC hobby. Like it's affecting grocery stores. It's affecting everyday life. Like it's just where we're at right now, man.
You know, Earl made an awesome. He made an awesome, like, 'cause, you know, we talk cars and stuff. So one thing that he had, you know, mentioned was that there's an oddity that people aren't realizing. So they're having a shortage of truck drivers. It's not necessarily a shortage of the drivers. It's a shortage of the truck. And the reason why that is because let's say you got this guy, he's got a truck and this is all he does. He picks up containers and he delivers them. Well, his truck breaks down. He can't get the parts for his truck because they're on a ship that's in the water that they can't get the parts for. You know what I mean? It's like it's an odd domino effect that's happening to where it's not necessarily the truck drivers giving up. It's the fact that things break down.
Yeah.
And if those parts are sitting in containers that the trucks need to deliver to the parts stores, that's where your issue is.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It's sad, man. It sucks.
Cali regulations. Yep. How much is the infraction street bash?
Well, this new one, is it this? It should be cheaper, right?
Oh yeah, it's definitely cheaper. So I can't find the price on it.
Yeah, I'll find it.
Because you have to go to the devil to do that. Oh, Horizon.
Well, there's a 7 scale. The 7 scale 700, but where's the 3S infraction? 3S.
Excuse me.
320.
319.
Yeah, 320.
We literally find it at the same time. 319, 320. No, see, isn't that funny too? I love the play on numbers because I always say exactly how you say it. I see the 319.99 and I'll say 320.
Yeah.
Why? And you know why they do that? They do that for literally what just happened between you and I. You said $1 more. I said $1 less.
Yeah, like
makes it sound like you're getting value.
When I was in school, we actually talked about that and like how it makes you think differently. So people actually tend to spend the money. Right. It's weird. It messes with your head.
So out of curiosity in the chat, I don't even know how many people are in chat, but is anybody in here already pre-ordered either one of them? That's a pretty good thing to. We already know Tony didn't have to pre-order his that he got.
We already know Earl's got all 4.
Or yeah, right. Earl, he doesn't even, you know, it's funny is Earl doesn't even call the hobby shop anymore.
They just already order them for him.
They already just whatever drops, they
Yeah.
just order it for him and give him a phone call whenever he's ready.
You pre-ordered the blue Vendetta? Nice, dude. That's Zach Pitcher.
Nice.
I want the green one.
Jason Crow says, nope, not even have one Arrma.
Really, you should at least get one, man. They're pretty sick. I'm a big fan of the Arrma stuff right now.
Right. Here goes Tony. Because $399 is way better than $400.
Yeah. It's still
Yeah,
just
it's
300
just
bucks.
$300, right? You know it.
You just got the TLR, the tuned Typhon. I got one too, man. That thing's sick. I'm actually going to a track on Sunday with the tuned Typhon.
I haven't driven any of my on-roads at all this year, other than the drag vehicles. I haven't driven the Infraction. I still haven't done my Limitless, and I haven't touched the other thing there, the Felony. Haven't touched them. I think I trip over them. I trip over them more than anything else.
I put mine up on the shelf. If you watch the shed tour, I built a shelf for my Infraction. I haven't ran that since I ripped the front diffuser off, but that video I destroyed. Nothing's in frame. I'm so mad. I had so much fun making that video with Addicted. We were drag racing each other. We were doing burnouts. We were trying to drift underneath tractor trailers. That's why I'm missing the front diffuser. But nothing was in frame. I was so mad when I got home. I checked all my footage. I was like, I can't use any of this. So that entire video was canned.
I like this comment right here. Everything tech, RC, and drones. They just prepping to take our Christmas money.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
That is exact. Come on. That's what they always do. They always do that so that everybody else gets less.
Someone else just said that. Someone said it earlier too. The McLaren. They said it looks like a McLaren.
Right. Yes. Yes.
You keep power tires on your Infraction and play in the sand with it, jump it, and all. That's sick, dude. RC nuts.
Well, you know what? That's why his name is RC Nuts. Guy, that's nuts.
I just haven't had a lot of money to spend on RCs. No, I got you, dude. Makes sense.
Now, Jason Crow, you say for your style of jumping, right? Just, I don't know if you watch my channel at all, but I've been jumping the Sentin, and it does pretty damn good. It really does. It really does. I'm like really amazed. Wait till you see tomorrow's video. So there's a video dropping tomorrow at 6. There's a video dropping. There was a video that was today at 6 in the morning. There's one scheduled for 3, and I have another one scheduled for 6 a.m. tomorrow. I'm literally doing 6 a.m. and 3 p.m. as video drops right now, just because I finally actually have content. You'll see the T-Max today. I'll warn you beforehand if anybody's paying attention. I'll warn you beforehand. The first part of the video is really not worth watching. And probably, as a matter of fact, most of it's not worth watching because I didn't have the GoPro in my head going at one point. And you know why? Because I was running a nitro and it was on and I couldn't hear the beeps.
Yeah.
So when I thought I pressed the button, I pressed somewhere in the general vicinity, but I couldn't hear the beeps. So I just assumed it was on and it wasn't.
That's why when I run my Kraken and my other 2-stroke, I turn it on before I even try to start it because, dude, that Kraken is so loud.
Now, see, this is coming from an experienced nitro and gas RCer because when he goes to film, he makes sure that it's on because you can't hear nothing.
You really can't, dude. You can't. It's so like your eardrums rattle. It's awesome.
You know, I didn't look at. There is a video for this, isn't there? I don't think I saw the video for this. Because I went obviously right to the Vendetta.
Yeah.
And obviously this is only, slated for 30, but that's just because it's brushed. Doesn't mean that you can't, you know, throw bigger and better electronics like a Castle Copperhead system in one of these. Even that, dude, I've got RCs just in boxes that I have not opened. I got, you know, I've got the EXB Kraton, the 6S one.
Yeah.
I haven't even opened it. It's still in the box.
Mm. It's definitely a cool little 3S truck, man. That'd be cool for like a kid. You know what I mean? Like the dad has like the full scale, like the semi scale. The kid can run with his dad. You know?
And what was that comment that guy made? They're just trying to take the Christmas money.
Yeah, exactly.
They knew the right drop to do.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do this stuff because they're not in business to, number one, they're not in business to not make money. They're paying people to make the right decisions for them for when to drop stuff, provided, you know, they can have it. It does look cool. Look at that.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool little truck. And like that'd be a cool truck to keep in your truck. Like if you're working and you throw it in your truck, 3S, go rip around for a little bit, throw it back in.
What do I call those? What do I call those? Grab and goes.
Yeah, exactly. Like you just keep it with you, man.
It's just a grab and go.
It doesn't fit. It doesn't take up a lot of room. You can just run it anywhere because it's a brushed little 30 mile per hour car. So
like
really
with Chef, when Chef is done with work, he could have something like that in the back of his truck. And then when he goes to the liquor store, he can not worry about that 30 rack slamming onto it and not worry about it.
Exactly.
30 rack of iced teas, that is.
Yeah, of course. I want the Mega Infraction and put 3S system in it. Can't wait till Viviton gets their hands on it. Yeah.
Right, M2C too, right?
Yeah.
Because M2C's been doing a whole bunch of 3S stuff.
Yeah, M2C, like they make good stuff, man. Those dry shafts for the 8S rigs, I swear by. My Outcast 8S is a tank, like a freaking tank. That was my biggest issue, was with those dry shafts.
Look at Nitrofeed's talking to you. That's a lot of iced tea.
Nah.
Nah. That's just all in a night.
I have unbuilt RCs in boxes as well. Just never time to play with them, but I love collecting. I respect that, Rob. There hasn't been a bunch of videos dropping on this. Well, get your video up. What are you waiting for, Tony?
Right, because Tony's is going to be the first one. Right?
Everybody's just waiting for you, Tony.
Right. Everybody's following your lead, man.
What's the release date? I don't know if they have a release date yet, do they?
Yeah, they did. 10/20. No, that was the video release date. Never mind. It's going to be before Christmas
right now.
It's probably November. Whenever the shipping containers can open up the doors and release the vehicles to the shops. That's what the release date is. November 19th, RC Nuts says.
Yeah, I just see
mid-November. Keith said mid-November.
Makes sense. Because all I see is you can pre-order it. I don't see a release day.
RC Nuts is going nuts over here. November 19th. November 19th.
I've got an on-road car, but it's not an Arrma. Oh, Tony.
Nice.
Throwing out hints.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Pretty cool, man.
Does look weird. This thing being off-road.
Yeah.
And then you're seeing like the dirt and dust coming up through those little smokestacks.
That angle right there, right? He was just cutting it sideways in the dirt. I want to make it look like the Back to the Future car. I don't know why, but when it goes sideways in the dirt, I just think DeLorean immediately because of those weird fins that they put on it in Back to the Future.
Right.
It's like right there. It looks, and then there's another one coming where it cuts it sideways. It looks like a DeLorean.
I'm not good at pausing this.
You're good. Like that. Like it looks like he's running away from the horses when he goes back to
right.
Cowboy Times, doesn't it?
Yes.
Like Because of those weird things in the back. Because that's what that's what it
Yes.
had in Back to the Future.
The flux capacitor is sitting right there.
Like it's what it looks. Like, I just get that DeLorean vibe right there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, actually, it's pretty cool. It's funny that they are driving with the on-road tires on the off-road.
Yeah.
Those things are probably getting all chipped up and everything.
Oh, 100%. But yeah, I would totally get the infraction tires for that and then run it on a dirt track just because.
Just gotta find a cave.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Back to the Future 3. Yeah, exactly. So it looks like it. DeLorean body. Yeah, dude. You just have to put that wing back on it to get that kind of look on the side.
Right. RC Nuts is talking about how the wing just flops all over the place. That's just only because it's connected to the body.
Yeah.
That's all it's connected to. It's only connected to the body.
RC Nuts.
I'm sure it provides. I'm sure it provides a certain rigidity to that anyway.
Oh yeah.
Did you say paddles? You're gonna put paddles on it?
RC Nuts said he was gonna put paddles on his.
That's crazy.
All right, Jeremy, you take it easy, buddy. I actually think I'm gonna take off too. I gotta go to the pit and run some RC cars, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna end this anyway. Like I said, I just wanted to jump on here with Chef real quick. Obviously, there was a new drop, and figured I'd just jump on here and just throw it out there. And Tony's already got the car, so expect a video from him soon. He's already got both of them. So, but anyways, so this is RC Guy Garage. We got Chef Beardsley right here, and thank you for coming to this quick little live stream of the new Arrma drop. It's the Vendetta, which is this bad boy right here, and then the Arrma Infraction. Both 1/8 scale vehicles. The Infraction is right now. The Infraction is a brush version, which is the Mega, and obviously this is the brushless version, coming in at 70 plus miles an hour. That's insane. So, hope everybody out there is having a good time, and we will see you on the next video at some point.
Take it easy, guys.
See you later, everyone. How do I end it? End.